Hello, I'm Deborah Sword. What conflict competencies might have helped my 20-year-old self? Babies aren't born with conflict competence preloaded in their brain. We learn conflict skills over time, failing, getting feedback, trying again, failing again, eventually learning how to do conflict better. I speak from the experience of being raised in a high conflict family. Instead of conversations, my family had fights, insults instead of discussion, and arguments ended before they got resolved. I was diagnosed with a stress related stomach ulcer in grade 6. At 20 years old, I was defensive, guarded, and hypersensitive to criticism. My voice was shrill, and my default communication pattern was sarcasm. I had no conflict competencies. I cut off contact with most of my family for self preservation. I was certain I'd never get life right. If I could reach back half a century and tell 20-year-old Deborah three things I wish I'd known at 20, I'd say this. Number one, expand beyond rigid thinking. Rigid thoughts are often binaries. When you consider you're limited to either this or that, you commit to your own beliefs, hold them fast. At 20, I thought I had to be either super tough so no one could hurt me or totally vulnerable so everyone was able to hurt me. I couldn't see and wouldn't accept more options. I'd say, Deborah, the conflict competency is to seek other options. Be creative. You aren't limited to either cut off contact with someone you care about or be dragged down by their fights and negativity. Go beyond believing that you don't deserve more. Number two, find the right problem to solve. A solution to the wrong problem isn't helpful in the long run. I'd solve my surface problems, scared to go deeper. The real problem, underneath the surface, kept coming back because I didn't solve it. If I'd asked good questions at the right time, I'd have had a better chance of solving the right problem. I'd say, Deborah, get below the surface problem to what's really going on. If you're afraid to ask that hard question, it's probably something you need to know. Be brave and ask, even if you dread that worst outcome. Number three, keep going. It's easy to buy a gym membership and not go to the gym. It's hard to break an old story that formed my belief system. I couldn't have done it if I'd wanted to. I'd say, Deborah, don't quit. Keep trying to improve every skill you have. Practice conflict skills all the time. If you try a skill once, please don't be surprised if you're uncomfortable or feel awkward. That's what breaking old habits and learning new patterns feels like. I would suggest that Deborah, at 20 years old, watch or listen to episode 52 for more on this. I'll tell you next week what I wish I'd known at 30, and after that at 40, and after that at 50. What conflict competencies would you tell your younger self? Leave a comment or text. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to the podcast, like it, share it, ask questions, leave comments. We love to hear from you.